But honestly, these heartless pricks, we've got to kick them out. I don't care where you lie on the political spectrum. These heartless, god-awful, evil people have got to go. Greetings! Now, it appears there's certain Tories within the ranks that think that Suella Braverman's not gone far enough with her attack on the homeless. It's not enough just to take away these poor people's tents, the only small bit of shelter that they have. They're not going far enough to demonise them, telling them it's a lifestyle choice and it's their own fault they're in that predicament. No, they want to go further, as shown by this Tory councillor on TalkTV yesterday.
Should we bring in Michael Tickner now, Conservative councillor for Bromley in South London? Thank you for joining us, Michael. But you have got some time for what Suella Braverman says, that a lot of these people, or some of these people, are choosing to live in tents as a lifestyle choice. They could get themselves accommodation, but they choose not to. You agree with that?
Good afternoon. Yes, indeed, I do. And we can't let this situation escalate out of control. So I'm very supportive. I've spoken to people living in tents, and they all have their hard luck story to say, why they're there. I ask them why they won't use the hostels that are available. Many hostels require them to have a shower and not to bring alcohol in and not to smoke in the hostel, and that's something they dislike.
Well, yeah, I mean, no shit. If you've got people that are dependent on alcohol, they probably don't want to go somewhere where they can't have alcohol. Do you actually understand what an alcoholic is and what an alcoholic goes through? If they wake up in the morning, if they haven't got alcohol, they become insanely sick, incredibly ill. Same with drug users, their drug of choice. If they don't get their drug of choice, they become incredibly ill. You have no concept of what's going on in these people's lives. It's half the reason that they've ended up homeless in the first place, because they've had incredible trauma in their life. They've become dependent on alcohol. They can't hold down a job, can't hold down a normal life, and they've ended up on the streets. Do you have any idea how this homeless thing works? Do you think that people just decide, you know what, I'm not going to pay rent anymore, let's go on the streets?
Have you seen an uptick in people deciding to come and pitch up in Bromley in streets in recent years?
It's not a huge problem in Bromley where my residents are, but it certainly is in central London, and it will soon spread. I encourage my residents not to give money to people begging, and I think that is good advice, because it only encourages them into a life of dependency on handouts.
My God, honestly, this lot are a different breed. I swear they're from another planet. They don't have a single shred of empathy inside them. Like I say, you're not happy enough that Suella Braverman's taken away their tents, their only tiny bit of shelter that they have. You're not happy enough that she's taken the last shred of dignity that these people have by claiming that it's a lifestyle choice, and they haven't ended up that way through no fault of their own. That's not enough. Now you want to take away the only tiny bit of income that these poor people get, which has in the last couple of years has been like split in half with the fact that people don't have cash on them anymore, that everyone uses cards. It's very rare that you have a few coins that you can give to a homeless person. Now you just want to take away that income completely. Don't give to the homeless. Don't give to the homeless. When will you people actually be happy? Will you be happy when we're all walking past homeless and kicking them? Saying, oh, come on, go get a job. Why aren't you fucking lazy pricks? So will you be happy then, or do you need it to go even further?
And I think, Michael, that what we have to be careful about is a replication of the situation in America, whereby a few tents down some of the streets of Los Angeles or New York or Chicago quickly turned into tent cities. And we're seeing here evidence of that kind of situation over there in the States. So if we're not careful, we'll end up with tent cities, you know, hundreds of people in small towns living on the streets. Something has to be done about that, doesn't it?
Now, they make the comparison with America there, and I can see it. I can see it coming slowly in stages into this country. We've all seen it in our towns and cities. Ever more homeless people, ever more drug addicts, alcoholics. It's slowly coming over. And I don't know whether you guys have ever seen footage of Pentonville Avenue in Philadelphia in America. It's a hard watch, and this is just one of the worst examples of just unfiltered, unregulated capitalism in a Western country. How this country treats their citizens is just absolutely shocking. And these people that you see here, they're here because they got an injury, they started taking prescription drugs, they got addicted to those prescription drugs, their injury went away, but their addiction didn't go away, and they could no longer get prescriptions, so they're hitting the street to get fentanyl, to get heroin. Fentanyl, one of the most disgusting drugs in recent times. And if the Tories get their way in this country, that's coming here. Hey, if they finally get their way and get rid of the NHS, this is coming in tenfold to this country. And we can't let pricks like this Tory councillor run this country. Please, people, stop letting heartless, cruel, god-awful people run this country, because this is what's coming. This is what's coming. Pentonville Avenue in Philadelphia is coming to a street in your town anytime soon if you put these bloody Tory pricks in power again. They've got no heart. There's just nothing. There is nothing. They're soulless human beings, and this is what they want from society. If you enjoyed the video, God, oh, it's just doom and gloom, isn't it? It really is. But honestly, these heartless pricks, we've got to kick them out. I don't care where you lie on the political spectrum. These heartless, god-awful, evil people have got to go. And if you enjoyed that, please put a like on the video. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and there should be another video up top. But honestly, I just get to the point where you have to laugh or you'll cry, because I don't understand. These people are not human. They are not human.